following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Now entering the studio of today's contestants. This is Mr. Glenn Canwett, an attorney from Chicago, Illinois. This is Mr. Pete Fisher, a magazine editor from Smithtown, New York. This is our champion, Dr. Bert Sherman, an anatomist from Valley Stream, New York, who has won $3,030. These three people will compete for cash prizes today on Jeopardy! And here is the star of Jeopardy, Art Fleming.
Good morning. Thank you, men. Thank you, Don Pardo. Thank you, my friends. Good morning. Happy day. Thank you. Well, it's time again for our answering question show, Jeopardy! Whoever wins the most money today becomes the champion and comes back to play the game again tomorrow. Well, we have three men on the panel. That usually augurs well for a fine battle. Men always play this game beautifully. All right, let's meet with them. First, Mr. Glenn Canwett, an attorney from Chicago, Illinois. Welcome, Glenn.
Thank you.
What kind of law practice do you have, sir?
I'm with a firm in Chicago. It's mostly commercial law.
Mm-hmm. Have you been doing this for some time now?
3 months.
Oh, you just. Now, has most of your life then been spent in school, learning your trade?
19 years of it, yes.
Is that all you've ever done?
Until I was 5, yes.
Until you were 5?
Since I was 5.
Oh, since. Oh. I see here that you've traveled a good bit. How so, sir?
I was in the Merchant Marine for 6 summers, and as it worked out, I think I've been to Europe 18 times.
Well, that's fine. Oh, boy, that'll come, all that knowledge you picked up there, I'm sure. You are a single gentleman? Is there a young lady in your life?
No, not one at the present time that I could point to.
Well, Glenn, never give up hope. Nice to have you as a contestant. Here's Mr. Pete Fisher, a magazine editor from Smithtown, New York. Pete, welcome.
Thank you very much.
What kind of magazine is it, sir?
Well, it's a news magazine for owners of sports cars who like to run rallies or gymkhanas or hill climbs. This is a news publication.
It's a fabulously growing sport, isn't it?
Well, it's a lot of fun, and yes, it is growing.
How did you get involved in this type of work?
Well, 2 years ago, I started to run rallies in the Long Island area, and I felt there was a need for this, so I just started in my spare time, and it's just grown like topsy.
I see. How many sports cars do you own?
No, I just have one.
Just one. All right, Pete. Maybe in the future there'll be lots more, I'm sure. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now let's meet Mr. Bert Sherman, an anatomist from Valley Stream, New York. This gentleman is making his 5th and final appearance today on Jeopardy, and so far he has won $3,030. Bert, if you win today, you will become our 48th undefeated champion, making you eligible for the next Tournament of Champions. How do you feel, sir?
Well, I feel extremely overwhelmed. I never thought I'd get this far. Honestly, I've had some real squeakers. The last game I had, of course, was the only one where I went ahead quite strong. But the other ones, they were rough.
But your stock has gone up in your own household.
Quite a bit. I no longer have to play the role of the Spartan warrior. I'm coming back with my shield, not upon it.
Well, good for you. You deserve it, Bert. Welcome. We'll play the first half of our game, my friends, in a minute. But now here's a message of interest for everyone. Please watch. All right, gentlemen and viewers, let's play Jeopardy! Slowly the curtain parts, and we see the categories toys and games, just names, England, alphabet, odds and ends, and themes and trademarks. Any one of you may ring when you recognize the answer. Remember the Jeopardy. If you're wrong, the amount of money allotted to the answer, of course, will be deducted from your winnings. Whoever gives the correct question will then select the next category amount. And remember that your questions must pertain to the category. All right, guys, when you hear this sound, that means the round is over. And there we have Glenn, Pete, and Bert. Bert, this is the 5th and final try for you, so it's up to you to start the day's game. Select it.
England for 10, please.
The answer is, in over 16,000 shops, they're known as turf accountants, Bert.
What are bookmakers?
That's right. It's legal over there.
England for 20, please.
The answer is, type of ship that was the largest in the British Navy at the time of Henry VIII. Pete.
What was a clipper?
No, Bert.
What is a frigate?
No, sorry. Glenn, any idea?
No.
All right. Galleons. What were galleons? British men of war. All right, Bert, please.
England for 30, please.
England 30, the answer is famous 19th century landscape painter, or word for a British policeman. Pete.
What is a bobby?
No, sorry. Bert.
What is a constable?
That's right, John Constable.
England for 40, please.
The answer is kind of trees that made up Sherwood Forest. Glenn.
What were oaks?
That's right. Right, oak trees they were. Go.
Themes and trademarks for 10, please.
We lead England for the themes. The answer is background color of a Gulf oil sign. Glenn.
What is orange?
Orange is right. Yes, sir.
Themes and trademarks for 20.
You have the lead. The answer is the 4 words that preceded LBJ in '64 campaign slogan, Pete.
What was all the way with?
That's right. All the way with. Good.
Toys and games for 10, please.
We leave all the way with for toys. The answer is what airplanes, cootie catchers, and spitballs are made out of, Bert?
What are paper?
Paper is correct, yes.
England for 50, please.
Completes the first category in Jeopardy. The answer is Petite Barbara Castle is the only woman in it, Bert.
What is the cabinet?
That's right. She's Minister of Employment and Productivity. That's the young girl. Bert, now what you're going to do. You have the lead. Select it.
Toys and games for 20, please.
The answer is term for sack from which you draw party favor blindly. Glenn.
What is a grab bag?
That's right. Grab bag it is.
Themes and trademarks for 30.
The answer is its jingle starts eat too much, drink too much. Bert.
What is brioche?
That's right. Mild brioche, anti-acid. Good.
Toys and games, please.
4.
30.
The answer is classic party trick. It requires you to pat the head and do this simultaneously. Glenn?
What is rub your stomach?
That's right. Can you do that?
Not right now.
No, I can't either. Go ahead.
Themes and trademarks for 40.
The answer is you can put them in a salad, you can put them in a pie. What are bananas in a Chiquita Banana song? Go ahead.
Themes and trademarks for 50.
Category number 2 completed. The answer is watch company that owns the Accutron trademark. Bert.
What is Boulevard?
Boulevard is right. And then relax. Take it easy. We have a commercial. The lead's held by Bert with $160. Then we have Glenn with 100 and Pete is minus 30. But we'll be back to play more of Jeopardy right after this message of interest. Please watch. Gentlemen, we continue with Jeopardy. Let me remind you a daily double is still up on that board. Bert, you were the last correct questioner, so again, it's up to you to select it.
Toys and games for 40, please.
The answer is inflated bird-like toy used while learning to swim, Bert.
What are water wings or
Water wings, that's fine. That's all we need. Good, select.
Toys and games for 50, please.
The answer is double solitaire is also known by this national name, Pete.
What is Honeymoon Bridge?
No. No. Glenn, Bert. Russian bank. What is a Russian bank? I like your game better. All right, Bert, please continue.
Alphabet for 10, please.
First time in that category, the answer is this letter grade indicates you passed by the skin of your teeth. Glenn?
What is D?
That's right, or D minus. Good. Select.
Alphabet for 20.
The answer is on informal invite, what BYO indicates, Bert.
What's your own bottle?
Question, please.
What is your own bottle?
That's right, bring your own, whatever you bring.
Alphabet for 30.
The answer is, in music, the only major scale without sharps or flats, Bert.
What is C major?
That is right, sir. Good.
Alphabet for 40, please.
The answer is letter used as suffix in forming a diminutive, a nickname, or a term of endearment. What is Y? You know, Kitty, Billy, Daddy. Bert, please.
Alphabet for 50, please.
Please, another category. The answer is short for the organization administering Resurrection City. Bert.
What is SCLC?
Right, Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Good for you. Oh, you worked hard on that one, Bert. You're right. So, SCLC you select.
Just names for 10, please.
For the first time in that category, the answer is climbing the walls of many universities. Pete.
What is Ivy?
That's right.
Just names for 20, please.
The answer is a small and common shaving accident. Bert.
What is a nick?
Nick, correct.
Just names for 30, please.
The answer is a man's name or a shaft of sunlight. Pete.
What is a ray?
Ray is right.
Just names for 40, please.
The answer is Latin word for king. Bert.
What is Rex?
Rex is right with 1 minute remaining in Jeopardy.
Just names for 50, please.
Another category completed. The answer is part of the name of a type of soft drink. What is ginger ale? Ginger ale? Bert, all right, go ahead, Bert.
Odds and ends for 10, please.
Odds and ends for 10. The answer is nationality of a kind of tape, terrier, barley, and pine. Pete.
What is Scotch?
Scotch, right.
Odds and ends for 20, please.
The answer is where you put money when in racing you play a horse to win. Pete.
What is on the nose?
You've done that before, right.
Odds and ends for 30, please.
The answer is Part of the hand that goes with ball, bone, down, and duster, Pete.
What is finger?
No, sorry. Glenn.
What is knuckle?
Knuckle, that's the one. Good.
Odds and ends for 40.
The answer is word that means to redouble something. All right, what is quadruple? What is to quadruple? Up there it is, the gong. Well, men, we're now out of jeopardy, but a recap shows that the lead's held by Bert with 360, Glenn with 140, Pete with minus 40. But we'll be back to play double jeopardy, where everything doubles and the scores could really change. Now join us, won't you, for this interesting word? Good.
The new Major Encyclopedia International from Grolier Incorporated is a source authority for the preparation of questions and answers used on Jeopardy. And now, once again, here's Art Fleming.
Viewers and players, let's play double jeopardy. Gentlemen, we see 6 other categories for this section of our game: showbiz, animals, islands, famous quotes, weapons, and awards. As you can see, all the amounts are doubled. There are 2 daily doubles concealed somewhere on that board, and any one of you may ring when you recognize the answer. Pete, you're low at this stage with minus 40, so it is up to you to start. Double jeopardy, please.
I'll try showbiz for 20, Yard.
The answer is, his supporters opened a nightclub called Happy. Pete.
Who is Nelson Rockefeller?
That's right. Good, sir.
Showbiz for 40, please.
The answer is the Daily Double. One of the 2 Daily Doubles. All right, now, Pete, this is the way it goes. You're minus 20, but in double jeopardy, you can wager $100. What are you going to do?
I'll try $100.
You'll go for the bill, all right? Courageous fellow. Showbiz, the category. The answer is red-haired comic. He was enshrined in the gallery of great Brooklynites.
Who is Bert Lahr?
No, sorry, sir. It's Danny Kaye from the museum. Who is Danny Kaye? All right, Pete, please continue.
Showbiz for 60, please.
The answer is Hollywood studio that was sold to 7 Arts in historic 66 transaction Bert.
What is the Universal Studios?
No, sorry, sir. Glenn or Pete? All right, Glenn, you just made it.
What is Paramount?
No, sorry, Glenn. Pete, any try? Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, 7 Arts. All right, again, Pete, please.
Showbiz for 80, please.
The answer is impresario who made the cabaret cover charge a standard in 1916, Pete.
Who is Texas Guinan?
Oh, sorry, Pete. Glenn, Bert? Flo Ziegfeld. Flo Ziegfeld. Pete, please.
Showbiz for 100?
Completes the first category in double jeopardy. The answer is Bach Discovery, who composed Concerto for Horn and Hard Art. Who is P.D.Q. Bach? P.D.Q. Bach. All right, Pete, please continue.
Awards for 20, please.
Actually, it's Peter S. Good. All right. The first time the answer is his 4 Oscars in 1954 were most ever won by one man in one night, Pete.
Who is Walt Disney?
Right, Walt Disney. Now you start moving on.
Awards for 40, please.
The answer is Paper, which won special 53 Pulitzer for its News of the Week in Review. Glenn.
What is the New York Times?
That is right, sir. Select.
Awards for 60.
The answer is Hertz, Pan Am, Xerox, and Excedrin won Clio Awards for them. Glenn?
What are commercials?
That's right. TV commercials. All good.
Awards for 80.
We're going to stay with that category. The answer is in 1964, poets Eliot and Sandberg won this highest of U.S. civilian awards. Bert.
What is the Presidential Medal of Freedom?
Right, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Awards for 100, please.
Another category to be completed. The answer is vying with this Oscar winner were Beckett, Zorba, Strangelove, and Mary Poppins. Pete.
What was The Sound of Music?
No, sorry. Glenn, Bert. My Fair Lady. What was My Fair Lady? All right, Bert, again, please, you continue.
Islands for 20, please.
Islands, for the first time. The answer is traditionally, a South Sea island would be found in this ocean. Glenn.
What is the Pacific?
That's right. Now I'm looking.
Weapons for 20.
Weapons for 20. For the first time, the answer is mustard, tear, nerve, etc. Glenn.
What are gases?
That is right again, sir.
Weapons for 40.
The answer is a riot control weapon borrowed from the fire department. Glenn.
What is mace?
No. Bert.
What is a fire water hose?
That's right, the big old hose.
Islands for 40, please.
Islands, again, the answer is April riots on this Atlantic island cost 15% drop in tourist volume. Bert.
What is Jamaica?
No, sorry. Peter, Glenn. All right, Glenn.
What is Bermuda?
That's the place, Bermuda, right.
Weapons for 60, please.
Weapons, the answer is Straight dagger, whose name is derivation of Derek, a London hangman, Pete.
Oh, what is it, Dirk?
That's right, Dirk it is. And then we better relax. Take it easy a moment, huh? Collect all the facts. In the lead, we find Bert with 380, Glenn with 220, and Pete is minus 220. In just a minute, we'll continue Double Jeopardy, but first, please give your attention to this message of interest. Watch. Well, men, we're now in the last half of Double Jeopardy. Let me remind you, a daily double is still up on that board, and we have Pete as the last correct questioner, so, sir, it is up to you to start moving. Go.
Let's try weapons for 80, please.
That's the luck. The answer is the special science that studies bullet trajectories, for example. Bert.
What is ballistics?
Ballistics, correct.
Islands for 60, please.
The answer is glass-producing island of Murano is near this famous Italian city. Bert.
What is Venice?
Venice is right, yes, a lovely place.
Islands for 80, please.
The answer is Majolica, a white glazed pottery, was first exported from this Spanish island. Pete.
What is Mallorca?
Mallorca, good.
Islands for 100, please.
Completes another category. The answer is world's 5th largest island. It's inhabited by Eskimos and a few Danes. Glenn.
What is Greenland?
No, sorry. Bert.
What is Iceland?
No, sir, sorry. Pete.
What is Baffin Island?
That's the place, Baffin Island. Now you're moving. And he scores with juggled a good bit. You're minus 40 now, though, Pete. You continue.
Weapons for 100, please.
Weapons for 100. The answer is the martyr, Saint Sebastian, met his death by means of these. Arrows. What were arrows? Pete, please continue.
Famous quotes for 20, please.
For the first time in the category, the answer is one of the 4 things Churchill offered in his famous 1940 speech. Pete?
Blood, sweat, and tears. What is blood, sweat, and tears?
That's right, yes. Toil.
Famous quotes for 40, please.
The answer is much wed star who said husbands are like fires. They go out when unattended. Pete?
Who is Zsa Zsa Gabor?
That's the gal. Yeah,
Famous
you're in the plus
quotes
column.
for 60, please.
Good for you. See, everybody's with you. All right, Pete. You're now in the plus column. The answer is cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them. Bert.
What happened to the 600 Light Brigade?
That's right, in the famous charge, the Light Brigade in Tennyson's poem.
Famous quotes for 80, please.
The answer is the 3 words that follow et tu, Brute, and it's Pete. Oh, sorry. All right, Bert?
What is then die Caesar?
That's right, then Paul or die Caesar. Right. 1 minute remains in Double Jeopardy, and Bert with $560 we select.
Famous quotes for 100, please.
The answer is, morning after his presidential defeat, he asked the press in for cold postmortems on toast. Pete.
Who was Charles Evans Hughes?
No, sorry. Glenn, Bert. Adelaide Stevenson. Adelaide Stevenson. All right, Bert, please continue.
Animals for 20, please.
For the first time in that last category, the answer is color of fur on a tiger's tummy. Glenn.
What is white?
That's right. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen pictures of that one.
Animals for 100.
The animals for 100. The answer is the famous Namu was this kind of animal. Glenn.
What is a whale?
That's right, a killer whale. Good.
Animals for 80.
Animals for 80. The answer is, in France, this breed is called caniche, meaning duck dog. French poodle. What is a French poodle? A duck dog. Glenn.
Animals for 60.
The answer is the Daily Double. Fine. Okay. Now, Glenn, you have $240. You can go for broke, or you can just wager part of it. What are you going to do? $200. 240 he has. Let's see what happens with animals, the category. The answer is associated with maritime lore. This bird may have an 11-foot wing spread.
What is an albatross?
$440. Jeopardy is over, men. You'll hear the gong. In a moment, Bert and Glenn will be placed in final Jeopardy. Either one of them can become the champion. But during the next minute, please write down how much you wish to risk. Our recap shows us Bert with 560, Glenn has 440, and Pete is minus 160, and according to the rules, he cannot play. Guys, remember now, the strategy is what counts. You see, the category of our final Jeopardy answer today is society. We'll return in 1 minute to find our champion, but now here's a message I think that you'll be interested in watching. Please watch. Well, will Bert become the 48th undefeated champion? Time will tell. He has $560 at this stage of the game. Glenn, you have $440. And as I said, strategy is what counts. All right, men, I'm now going to give you the final Jeopardy answer. You'll have 30 seconds in which to write your question. Please be sure it is in that form. Are you ready? With the category Society, the final Jeopardy answer is country from which John Jacob Astor emigrated to the United States. Good luck. The time is up. Men, down with the pens. Let's see what's going to happen. Glenn, with $440, your question shows us what is the United Kingdom is wrong. I'm sorry. $440, and he wagered $150. That gives him $290 for his day's work. Now, Bert, with $560, is he going to be right or wrong? His question, what is Holland? No, I'm sorry. Did you wager more than $270? $160, $400, and by $110, he becomes our 48th undefeated champion.
Thank you.
Well, men, congratulations. I'll be back giving you the correct question in just a moment, but now pause with us, won't you, for this important word. Please watch. Well, my friends, the category was society. The final Jeopardy answer, country from which John Jacob Astor emigrated to the United States. The correct question, what is Germany? Germany was the nation. Well, men, you've all contributed to make a bright day for us. Pete, you didn't win any money. Glenn, you do receive your $290, and both of you receive the 20-volume edition of Encyclopedia International, of course, the 4th edition of our Jeopardy game. Thank you both for a fine effort.
Thank you.
All right, now, Bert, $400 is what you've won today. $3,430 is what you have. And congratulations again. We'll see you in the future, sir. Goodbye, my friends, and take care. See you in the morning.
Jeopardy in color was pre-recorded. This is Don Pardo, and now stay tuned to our guest, starring Bill Cullen.